in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
Now, more than ever before, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production. I want to welcome you to the Dynamic Hour. Again, another opportunity that you and I have to engage meaningfully using radio and the social media to connect. Those on Facebook and YouTube, I want to encourage you to share. Share the live. Sharing is caring. When you do, you give your colleagues, your friends, the opportunity to be a part of the dialogue, to be in the audience, listening in, gaining knowledge, having discussions in their own little space wherever they're located. I want to start off this morning by saying there is a new policy shift or direction by this administration when it comes to young people, when it comes to innovation, upward mobility, progress, investment in young people. What we have seen over the many years is the NNP giving hand out, not hand up, because they want the young people to be dependent on them always, to come to them and beg for this and beg for that. They place a number of them in the new Imani training program. I mean, some of them stayed there for 6, 7, 8 years, collecting $700-800 a month, the most productive period of their life. They were stuck. But here you have a government, the NDC administration, investing heavily in young people. And what they have done, what the young people have done, is to innovate, is to create, is to start things, make things, become independent, become entrepreneurs, small business owners. They are doing things, and it is very obvious. It is very visible. Young people are no longer seeing themselves as beggars or seeing themselves as dependent on a politician or somebody close to the politician. Instead, they're focused. They want to create employment. They do not see themselves just as someone going to college and then going to work for somebody. They see themselves as job creators. They see themselves as innovators. They have ingenuity within them, and it's now on display. And I say this because, in reflection, the NDC administration invested a significant amount of money in young people so that they can start their own business, so that they can innovate, so that they can transform Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique in a very positive way. We have seen when the NDC came into power, They invested $15.1 million in the CES program, giving a grant of up to $30,000 to people, including young people who started their business. For the first time, they were able to get some money and start their own business and employ one or two persons. That's great. Then we saw the government investing seriously in the education of young people, ensuring that those who go to TAMCC and NULO, that their tuition is paid by government, $810. Then we also saw 100% concession given to creatives, people who make things with their hands, who use their mind to put things on paper, to draw, to write, to bring out, the drama, to showcase our culture in different forms and different ways. We saw that 100% concession given to them. And look, let me not talk, but showcase some of the things that are happening, because too many times we believe that young people want something and will continue to come and beg for something because you don't see them as innovators, as creators, as doing things, as being or becoming independent of all of this. Because we have seen over the many years, NNP just seeing young people as, a vote, right? Playing games with them, their mind and everything else, and giving them that false idea that they love them, but it was just to get their votes. And when they got their votes, they abandoned them. But this government is different. And I hope you understand what the NDC is doing for the young people. Let us start off with the creatives, because the majority of creatives in Grenada right now, they're young people. They're young people. And that 100% concession is very vital to keeping their livelihood going, to making sure that they survive in this business.
As you know, the creative industry, while it might just look as entertaining, but it's a very expensive industry.
The biggest problem that we face in the industry is the availability of equipment. Even after you buy them, there's this high cost to get it into the country, especially if it's something big.
Some of the biggest challenges that I've faced in the space at the time, really and truly, most creatives face the same issues of being able to access tools, access knowledge, access resources in a space where some of it doesn't exist.
For me, this 100% concession gives me an opportunity to expand my business, and it will give me an opportunity to take my business in the direction that I've envisioned it over the last few years.
The 100% concession given by government towards the creative industry is going to help us a very long way. It simply means that we can invest more in ourselves and more into the business.
Well, the 100% allows us to level up a little. We have access to more stuff, more equipment, and that gives us the vibes to keep pushing and keep, as I said, leveling up the thing a little bit more, so that we get that internationally recognized quality, whether it's in movie and film or in music or drama or whatever it is. We have that access to things that allow us to do that.
Previously, we had the taxes that we have to pay on every piece of the item that we bring in. I think it's like 44.4 or something like that. Don't quote me on it. But now that we have 100% concession, you can buy tools, equipment, resources, software. You can even engage more human resource personnel to come into your business. So that means you can really expand.
I think that this initiative by the government to allow 100% concession for creative is indeed a step in the right direction.
Right, so that's the creative industry. Young people, you saw the faces of young people who are in that industry receiving that kind of injection, cash, that they don't have to repay. And remember, that money was there, and the NNP refused to invest that money in our people. It came for the purpose of helping our people post COVID-19. Don't forget that. And the NDC decided what we will do is give our people a grant from the whole CES program, and that is what I would feature now. So the 100% concession is for the creatives, right? That's from government saying to the people in that industry, young people in particular, look, bring in your equipment, bring in your stuff. You don't have to pay any duties on it or any taxes or anything of that sort at the port on it. Just bring in your stuff. That's wonderful. Then we saw the CES program. The CES program, $15.1 million going to small businesses, right? Startups, going to our people to help our people. And again, that money was there under the NNP administration, but they refused to invest it in our people after COVID-19. In fact, they gave some bossmen and so on a little loan, the taxi operators, and so they gave them a little loan, so they had to pay it back. But what the NDC did is to give them a grant. They don't have to pay it back, up to $30,000 to buy the equipment, to expand their business, to restock, to do stuff. And that was really good, again, investing in young people, making sure that they become independent of a party or of some government official.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell said that the government targeted 330 applications for the COVID-19 Economic Support Secretariat (CES) program. However, in excess of 6,000 were received.
We understand naturally the disappointment for the many thousands of persons who would not have benefited from the program, because we were only able to date to distribute funds to 481 persons. So we met and exceeded the target. The initial target was 330 persons. We in fact have distributed funding to 481 persons. We expect the number will go up. There are some persons in the system who are still being processed, but effectively the program has come to an end as of December 31st.
CES was remodeled in September of 2022 to ensure grant funding is incorporated. This initiative focused on people wishing to start a business or to extend an existing business. He said that the interest in applications received shows that many Grenadians want to become entrepreneurs and business people. He said the program was successful in reaching its targeted sectors.
We want to indicate that from the perspective of the sectors that have been impacted, the program was also successful in that we were targeting the productive sectors. And to that extent, fishing received the largest percentage of the grant funding, as much as 28%. It was followed by agriculture, which received 20%, and then agro-processing and the creative economy. So the sectors that we were targeting certainly, again, was successful. 94 new businesses received funding, and 381 existing businesses received funding. So again, we were able to provide funding to at least a little under 100 persons who benefited from the program.
Prime Minister Mitchell gave a breakdown of the disbursements by constituencies.
In terms of disbursement by parish, St. George, partly because it's the most populous parish naturally, and perhaps the parish most driven by commercial and economic activity, received approximately $2.9 million of the disbursement, followed by St. Andrew, which received approximately $1.4 million, followed by St. David, which received $1 million, St. John, $670,000, St. Patrick, $548,000, St. Mark, $418,000, and Carriacou and Petit Martinique, $275,000.
For those unsuccessful applicants in the CES program, all may not be lost.
For persons who obviously have not benefited from the program, we intend to keep your information on file because the government certainly intends to look at further opportunities that will be available to provide further grant funding or low interest cost funding to to persons who wish to extend or start new businesses.
Right. So that's a very, very good thing, if you ask me. So we saw 500 and something people benefiting from the CES program. And out of that, the majority were young people who started their own business, who expanded their business and employed more people. That is what you want in your society. You want a situation where young people are innovating, young people are creating, they're doing stuff to earn a daily bread. So they don't have to go and beg a politician or go to some office. All right. And not only that, the NNP were using the young people just to get votes, in my belief. They were never given, young people were never given that kind of assistance to get them on their feet, where they're independent, totally independent, right? That is what you want. And I think that is what young people want. So you saw the investment in the creative sector, a lot of young people getting 100% concession to bring in stuff, because it's very expensive to bring in, for example, cameras, for example, mics, just examples. When you reach at the port or the wherever jet, or you call that Amerijet and port authority and so on, the cost that you pay, the money you pay for the mics, the little mics or the little cameras, you will pay 10, 20, 30 times that to clear it. So with the 100% concession of your equipment and your whatever, you then can bring it in without paying any duty at the port for it. So what you pay out there for it, that's it. And it comes in, and of course you pay to ship, and it comes in, and you just go and collect your stuff. And that's good, because you have a concession letter, you have everything in there to protect you and to save you thousands and thousands of dollars. That's a big thing for young people in that particular field. And those who know, they will tell you, once you're creative, it is very, very expensive to start off. And even when you start off, to maintain that, because of the cost involved. Hence the reason young people are expressing appreciation to the government for that kind of injection, that kind of assistance. And then you saw the CES program, where some of them who are creatives actually got added assistance with up to $30,000. Up to $30,000 for their little business. That is what you want in a society. So you go around the country and you see so many young people doing stuff, getting stuff done. They're employing people. I love that. You want your economy to be driven by the private sector and by small businesses, doing well. Because under the NNP, it was just about government giving this, giving that. So the debushing program, right? Handouts here, handouts there, poor relief assistance, and so on. The government of the day did not stop those programs, but what they have done is strategically invest in our people so that they can come out of poverty, so that they can become more prosperous, so that they can expand what they have and really safeguard their livelihood. I really, really love that. That's a government that cares about our young people. So you had the 100% concession given to creatives, the $15.1 million in the CES program, and then we saw the free tuition policy, where young people attending TAMCC, attending NULO, their parents didn't have to hurt their head to get that $810 to get them into TAMCC or NULO. And that would not just be for 1 year, but in some instances, 2 and 3 years. Government will be absorbing that cost, paying that for them. And it's something that we need to remind the young people, because that never existed under the NNP. The NNP wants to make you believe that they were doing that before. So they were cherry picking who would give and so on. That is what they want you to believe. Okay. But here you have a government who is not discriminating, who's not looking at whether your parents have a vehicle or a house, or whether they're black or they're white, or whether they're Indian, right? They're giving all the students attending TAMCC, all the students attending ULO at $810. That's significant because education is liberation. Education can lead to wealth, to upward mobility. Education can cause you to move from where you are to a better life, a better living standard. And the government knows that. That is why they're investing heavily in the education of our young people. The government cares about the young people of the country.
The government of Grenada will officially launch its free tuition program on Monday, September 4th. The launch will take place at the Grenada Trade Center from 2:30 p.m. and will be broadcast live on the Government Information Service. The free tuition policy has been approved by Cabinet for students attending T.A. Marshall Community College and the New Life organization. Speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, Minister for Education, Senator the Honorable David Andrew, said the free tuition policy will also be extended to the 3-year pharmacology program at TAMCC. Senator Andrew clarified that although tuition will be absorbed by the government, students will still pay for ID cards, registration, and other deliverables. He said his government has allocated $2.5 million towards the free tuition policy.
Right. So that's really a big thing because thousands of young people are benefiting from the free tuition policy from the government. That's vision. The NDC never say to people, we want you to be dependent. We want you to just sit there and wait. The NDC is saying, we will give you a hand up. We will help you to reach where you want to reach. So dream big, right? Have a vision. Imagine things, do things, and we will help you to make sure that you're successful. That is a government that cares. I remember the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell's message to young people.
We would like to hear your boldest ideas for the future of our beloved homeland. Let your imaginations roam freely. In the words of Albert Einstein, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. It is that imagination that led to Grenada being declared an independent nation almost 50 years ago. We must once again find that imagination to allow for greater achievement for the next 50 years. Throughout this past year, we have witnessed the transformative power of unity and determination.
Yes, so we heard the message from the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Go out there, dream big, right? Get to that point where your imagination can become a product, can become something, can be realized. Do not stop where you are. Keep moving forward, up and up and up. And that is really the message. We want our young people to be going up, up, and up. And we believe that they will move to that level. And that is why I really love that video that the Independence Celebration Committee launched.
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love on my island, best believe my list gon' be like 5 miles long. Best believe it's love that makes me sing this song. The cleanest breeze on the waters, friendly people meet in every corner. Togetherness and love is what we stand for. We stand for. We stand for. from the people who came through sugar and change, emancipation through revolution.
More than the speck up on the globe, more than the ice cream and gold, much more than the nutmeg and the clove. Tell the world we are Grenadians.
Three islands united as one, blessed with the strength to carry on. We're more than just that island in the sun. Tell the world we are Grenadians.
Higher, 50 years we blessed with forging fire. Oh, you mean? We going up, going up, going up, 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 going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Inspire, build advances, want people together. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Really and truly, can't find the words to describe what my country mean to me. So much things we take for granted, but so much things they give to me. Peace and tranquility, family, community. It no matter where we go in the world, just know that home is where my heart is. For 50 years, as you shake for 50 more, as you shake to reach your goal, like you only bring the goal.
I can see the vision clear. Sing it out to let the people hear.
Look at how we've gone and how far we've come.
50 years we strong and more to come. More to come. More to come. It's only up from here. More, more, more. Higher. It's only up coming higher. 50 years we're blessed with fortune fire. Still reaching for more.
We make the Carico pity matnik.
That song there is a very powerful one. And it speaks to unity. It speaks to collaboration. You saw a number of young people again being featured in that particular theme song. But what is obvious, what comes out of it, is a nation united. You see a nation working together, collaboration, different artists, different genre of music, different style, mixing to form one. And that is very important. Young people are determined to go up and up, to improve and improve, to progress and progress. We are no longer locked in that period of NNPism where you have to go to beg some politician, or where they just see young people as a tool to get into power. But we are now seeing investment being made in young people to get them to where they want to be. And I want to feature some young people who are making it big. They've gotten assistance from Ministry of Agriculture under the UNDP's Blue-Green Digital Innovation Challenge. And they're doing great things, right? They're doing great things, and you can look forward to seeing them in the many years to come.
The next step for the farm is to implement what we would have put on paper, and we would start the first phase of the work, which is the land excavation and getting the plan erected from the ground. So we are looking forward to doing that in the coming weeks. You will continue to see Stanley's Family Farm all over the internet, because part of the project would be to implement the digital concept of the business, which is a digital lab. So persons can see our farm anywhere they can in the world. They can visit the farm virtually. So that is one of the things that we are hoping to achieve at the end of the project in terms of implementing with the funds. The Tours on the Farm covers an educational concept of putting value to waste. So we recycle waste on the farm, we recycle waste through the processing of chips from provisions, and with that the end product comes from feeding the waste with the pigs. The waste from the pigs, we create cooking gas with that. And the waste from the gas, we bring it back into the lands as manure for the plants.
Right. So Again, it's a young man with a farm. He, with the assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture, got some funding or his project approved. And I can tell you, in the next couple of months and years, you will be hearing more about this young man. That is what you want. You want young people to bloom and blossom. You want young people to make it big out there. Do not just depend. All right. So I think that was Sandy and now Jones. Both of them I know.
Albewell is a green enterprise, and we specialize in agro-processing and manufacturing of sustainable, natural household products inspired by honeybees. So this grant opportunity is really going to help us, catapult the business, the next steps in getting the products to retailers, and also to help us and help Grenada make that sustainable impact. So my project is really based on waste diversion strategies. So Albewell has a focus on climate change mitigation. So we're offering fully biodegradable ingredients and biodegradable packaging that we're hoping by 2030, based on the Sustainable Development Agenda, by 2030 we should see a reduction in municipal waste, household waste, by hopefully 35 to 45%. So the first step we're looking to undertake is first do an apiary expansion, because the business is about bees, and also get a hive management software to help us manage the complex working of the hives and to keep track of products from the hive.
Right. So again, that's Jones there, another young man, and in fact, two of them attended the St. John Christian Secondary School, Sandy and also Jones. I am proud of the young people here in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. They are no longer seeing themselves as beholden to some politician or some constituency office rep, right? Where you have to go and beg for this or beg for that, or looking for some temporary job opportunity. No, they will be employing young people in their business. And this is innovation at work. We have to commend them. We have to applaud them. That is what we want to see in Grenada as we move forward as a country. That's exactly what we want to see.
What I intend to do is create animal feed from waste products, meaning because I already do ground provision flowers, all the provision peels and skins and so on, I'll be using this to create animal feed. Right? So that is the main focus of the product. So it's actually creating a new byproduct that we can use. Instead of just throwing it back in the lands, we'll be able to also use it for feed, because we know that feed is very expensive right now in Grenada. And also it's going to be having a dual purpose, because the feed is also compostable. It's made of natural raw materials, and farmers will be able also to use the feed as a means to support the nourishment of their new plants and new crops. As soon as possible, as we are able to proceed with the project, the next step is to start looking at creating a building structure that I'll be able to use to do
Right. So
the job that I said I'm going to do. I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward to seeing how we can transform Grenada with this.
right. So it's all about transforming Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Thumbs up to the young people. I think we have one more, because I really want to highlight them and showcase them, because they're doing wonders. They're innovating, they're creating.
The next step for Fruity Moss Grenada is to implement the outline things that we have in our project. For instance, to get a jingle, we would have a jingle, we would do our website, we would set up our digital marketing management platform, which is internal management system. We would go digital on that. We would be going into getting our equipments for pasteurization and freeze drying and all of that, and enhancing our Fruity Moss factory. From there, Fruity Moss is looking to capture the market in Grenada, to become a household name in Grenada, to extend to the Caribbean and to the international market. So we are looking at the stars.
Yes, they're looking at the stars. And those things don't just happen like that, where young people are dreaming big, young people are imagining, young people are seeing themselves as innovators, as creators, as being able to achieve things. It comes with leadership, it comes with motivation, it comes with someone who demonstrate openly that they believe in young people. And that is the impetus, that's the drive behind all of this. You have a young team of men and women in government. You have a prime minister who believes in the young people of the country, in their ability to innovate, in their ability to create, in their ability to to become something. And he's not shying away from that. He's making it very clear he believes in young people and he wants young people to become wealthier, more prosperous, and have a better living standard and condition and everything. It's no longer you just dumping them in some Imani training program. They're there for 7, 8 years collecting pittance in their most productive time in terms of their working life. So we have to be really proud of the NDC administration, this young team of men and women who believe in our young people and who invest in them.
The company is all about nutrition products or supplements, CMOS, and spices. I'm the chairman of Isle of Spice Farmers Association, and together with this company that got the award today, we're revitalizing spice and we're blending spice with CMOS. This company have an online platform where we sell our products internationally, and we're already trading products throughout over 10 countries internationally. And the money would be used for further development of products, packaging, and worldwide distribution, and local enhancement of our product, which is spice and CMOS, basically. The meaning of the company is life, a revitalization of life. And spices is medicine. And if nutritious supplements in the CMOS, together with our spices, is all that people want for living a new healthy life. So since it's health supplements that is involved with Grenada Spices, a niche product, the sky is the limit. The market for blended spice and blended supplements is huge, So I think it's a start that would lead into greater things.
Beautiful. It's a start and it will lead into greater things. The message is so hopeful from these young people who are now innovators, who are now creators. They want to create stuff. Grenada might be small, but with the kind of investment, the kind of support, because we have young people here who will one day become extremely rich and may migrate from Grenada, go to some other country and invest there, do stuff there. They will blossom, they will bloom. But what we want is for our young people to make Grenada their home and to help develop this place. So we have to invest in them. And that is exactly what the government is doing. And it's all about positivity. Too many times you tune into radio or social media and it's all about negative, 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 because the NNP is always about negativity. They believe in pushing negative stuff, false stuff out there, because for decades, they thrive on that and they were successful at the polls and they believe they would try it again. But you're dealing with a different demographic. You're dealing with young people who want betterment, who want to be able to expand, to grow, to do things differently, to bring prosperity and opportunities for their families and friends and neighbors. And, we have 20, 30, 40 times the amount of Grenadians in the diaspora than here in Grenada. We have more Grenadians out there than in Grenada. And what they want for Grenada is good things. What they want for Grenada is betterment. What they want to see is Grenada transform. They want our people to have a better standard of living. They don't want our people to be begging, scrunting, depending on, handouts. They want our people to become literate, to be able to read, to write, to reason. They want the healthcare system to improve, the education system to improve. They want our road networks to improve. They want agriculture to be the backbone of our nation, where we plant and we eat what we grow and we grow what we eat. They want a good public transport system. They want Grenada to be, a little Singapore in the region, right? That is what they want. You listen to them every day. And they are so overwhelmed, with joy and happiness and so on, with this new team of men and women coming into power and transforming the country, brick by brick, step by step. But I happened to bounce up a little video from Tevin Andrew, and I was really impressed with it. I mean, he did it a little while ago. I want to feature it.
After decades of leading the government of Grenada, the incumbent Prime Minister has no record of progress to stand on, no strategies for sustainable economic growth, and no plans for the youth development. In addition, the people of Grenada are no longer paying attention to the lies of Keith Mitchell. It has become crystal clear that the NNP has no intellectual response to the vision and plans of the National Democratic Congress leadership. They have therefore resorted to trying to discredit our team by suggesting we are too young to be entrusted with leadership. This is just another distraction. Although it takes more than youthful exuberance to run an organization or country, youthfulness by itself should never be used to disqualify anyone for leadership. Mark Zuckerberg was 19 years old when he started Facebook and 28 when it had its initial public offering. Bill Gates was 20 when he started Microsoft. Steve Jobs was 21 and his co-founder Steve Wozniak was 26 when they started Apple. Bob Marley, while still in his 20s, started a musical revolution that led to reggae becoming one of the most popular musical genres in the world. 40 years after his death, his music is still being discovered and enjoyed by young listeners around the world. After several decades as Prime Minister of Grenada, Keith Mitchell has very little to show the Grenadian people in terms of national development or socio-economic achievement. For the past 10 years, the NNP had no opposition. Yet, even with no opposition, they did not implement a single initiative aimed at improving socio-economic conditions in Grenada. In fact, Keith Mitchell has never ever articulated a vision or plan for improving the lives of ordinary Grenadians. His focus has been on staying in power, getting rich, and taking care of his family and friends, while handing out a few crumbs to some Grenadians in order to keep them dependent on him.
Right, so that was my good friend there, the Honorable Tevin Andrew. And of course, it was before he became the MP for Carriacou and PT Martinique. But that message, a very powerful one, because you often hear the NNP saying, well, they're too young, right? Even during their campaign, they're too young. They're inexperienced. But we are seeing what young people can actually achieve, what young people can actually do. This is very telling. We are living it. We're experiencing it. Young people transforming Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. But historically, young people have been the real transformers of Grenada for many years. All you need to do is to retrospect, look back on history, and you will realize when you give young people the opportunity, they tend to do well. They tend to make this place a better place. All right? Folks, quite a bit to promote, to advertise for the NDC here in Grenada and outside of Grenada. All right? In Grenada and outside. I know of the NDC chapter, New York chapter. I wonder where that is. I had that somewhere here. They're having an event. All right, let me see something because I want to promote that. It's New York chapter. All right, the NDC New York chapter. They're having an event coming up. So let me just feature that and a number of other local stuff quite a bit happening. We saw the successful gala out there in the UK. Boy, 650 people in one room. That was big. That was huge. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up to the NDC UK chapter. And it's all geared towards our resource center as a party and headquarters, resource center and headquarters. That is very, very good. Our beloved Prime Minister will be in St. Lucia tomorrow, God's willing. He will be attending let me get it here for you. I posted it on my page a while ago. He will be attending the St. Lucia Labour Party Moving Forward Together annual conference of delegates 2023. So there will be a national address by the Honorable Philip J. Pear, and the featured address will come from our beloved Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. And right, so that would be no, I made a mistake. So he will be in St. Lucia on Sunday the 12th of November. So Sunday, that's when that will take place. Sunday, not tomorrow. Sunday the 12th. Today's is it the 9th or the 10th? Today's the 9th. So Sunday he will be in St. Lucia, and that's really good. So far, every island, they want a piece of our Prime Minister. So it's Sunday the 12th, he will be in St. Lucia. All right? Great.
Attention, attention, calling all Grenadians in the Brooklyn and New York City area. The NDC New York Chapter's Women's Group invites you to a big fundraising bonanza bake sale on November 18th. Join us at the Elegant Nutmeg House on Flatbush Avenue, Corner Avenue D from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Indulge in fried bakes and fish cakes, coconut drops, ginger beer, cheese straws, milk fudges, sweet potato pudding, and a whole lot more. And don't forget to bring a toy with you to light up a child's Christmas. Visit ndcnewyorkchapter.com for more details. Your support will make a big difference. Call 646-886-1092 or 973-462-0596 for more information and to donate. Get involved today.
All right. So again, support the women's arm of the NDC out there in New York. All right. The Nutmeg House. Pamela Adolphus and the team, they're having a breakfast, let me see, at Snow Corner. I think they normally have that at Snow Corner on the 18th of this month. All right, let me see, will be on the 18th due to, all right, good. The 18th of this month, Snow Corner. Osbert Charles, I know you sent me something there. Let me look at that. Right, Osbert Charles and the team. I have it somewhere here. All right, Osbert, all right, good. Hey, comrade, good, thanks. Good. They're having a barbecue luncheon on Saturday, December the 2nd at the Ladi Community Center, commencing at 12 noon. Tickets cost $20 each. It includes barbecue chicken, pork, fish. All right, so give them a buzz. Osbert Charles, his number is 456-4087. So they're having a barbecue luncheon there. That's St. Andrew. What constituency is that? Let me get it here. St. Andrew Southwest, right? St. Andrew Southwest. So again, support them, support them, support them. The women's arm of the NDC, Hillary Alexander. She's the president there. Let me check it out. Right, so Hillary Alexander team. They're having a Christmas dinner, an evening of elegance, December the 15th at 7:30 in the PM. For tickets, right, so for tickets, call 449-5872 or 419-5177. $100 for the ticket per person, or if you have a couple, if it's a couple, it's $180. The women's arm of the NDC, right, so please go there and support them. The venue, let me get the venue for you here. Spice Basket, St. George. Spice Basket, St. George. All right. There are some more things here. Let me just look here to give them a bly. The NDC, right, so the Deacon Mitchell Support Group out there in New York on Saturday coming, they're having a bingo big bingo, $1,200 jackpot, $20 for a ticket at St. Paul's Church Auditorium, 157 St. Paul's Place, corner of Church Avenue. If you want, more information, call Frances Purcell, Akim Lewis, and the others. It's a whole list of them there you can call. But the bingo starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. That's a Deacon Mitchell Support Group, St. Paul's Church Auditorium, 157 St. Paul's Place, corner of Church Avenue. Refreshments on sale, drinks, food, and so on and so forth. All right? Nice. Terry Forrester and the team meet and greet out there in Georgia, the Grenada NDC chapter of Georgia. They're cordially inviting you to their pre-launch celebration, Saturday the 12th of, so you have, let me see, let me get it, the 12th, the 9th, 2023. So Saturday the 12th of, no, that's the 9th of December. All right, so in future, try to put the exact date, all right? So in future, please, I urge you. So it's the 9th of December. It's the 9th of December. So the 12th month, the 9th day, 2023. So please, in future, change that so I can know exactly whether it's November or whether it's December. Okay? Good. But I understand what you're trying to bring across here. So the 12th, meaning December the 9th, right? So the 9th of December, 2023, starting at 7 p.m. and going until 12 a.m. So that's pretty much midnight. Grand Anne's Restaurant, 6420 Old Hillandale, Dr. Litonia. Well, that's what I have here, Dr. Litonia, Georgia, 30058. Meet and greet. So the special guest will be Terry Forrester, and he's the ambassador for the diaspora, not NDC ambassador for diaspora affairs. So you have to make some corrections to that. Remove NDC ambassador for diaspora affairs, instead the ambassador for diaspora affairs. Okay? So make some corrections there. Attendance is free. Come meet, eat, drink, and so on. They will be selling stuff, dress code, business, casual. Let's prepare for our lunch in Georgia. So I really look forward to that. Send me any ad, any promo you have, and I will push it for you. All right? The St. Andrew Northeast constituency branch, they're having a seniors gala, and it's reserved for 60 years and up residents of St. Andrew Northeast, Sunday the 10th of December 2023, time 5 p.m. Better Government School, and it's free food, drinks, entry, entertainment, and so on. Transportation, it's all free. So please mobilize the 60 years and over to be a part of that. All right? Nice. Christmas, St. Andrew Northwest, Christmas dinner, December the 7th, Thursday, December the 7th. Scrumptious 3-course meal, food, drinks, entertainment, tickets $100. Papa D's, Maribou St. Andrew. Please communicate with them and be a part of that. I know my good friend Josephine Blash. Josephine Blash, you have an event, let me look for it. I had promoted it some time back. All right, Josephine Blash. Let me look for it. All right, Josephine, right. So that's on Saturday, November the 11th. That's weekend, that's Saturday coming. So cocktail, candlelight, and carols at Rainbow Inn, Grand Bras, St. Andrew. It's Saturday the 11th. That's Saturday coming. Price $150. It starts at 7 p.m. and going until 10 p.m. Please support Josephine Blash and the team. And her number is 420-4101. Call her for tickets and be a part of that. Elegantly casual, that's the dress code. Please go there and support. All right, nice. So I can't advertise more. I'm almost running out of time. My events. So my event is on February the 9th. And you have a lot of gala, a lot of events coming up. So February the 9th, remember that? February the 9th. And it's that particular event. It's elegant. Well, let me give it a name. Cheers to 50 years. It's the ultimate cocktail reception and entertainment. Ultimate cocktail reception and entertainment at the Radisson Hotel, Crown Ballroom, let me say this, that all the early bird tickets are out. We do not have more early bird tickets. There are people who have already put aside these things, or they call me and I put it aside for them. So we do not have any early bird tickets remaining. The tickets that we have now, in fact, from today, it will be $300. So the tickets, and we already have about 10 or 11 people who already ordered out of that 50. So 50 tickets for $300, and we already have about 10 people who already ordered tickets on that batch of 50. So we only have 40 remaining. And maybe if I check my phone, it might be even less. So we have 40 remaining for $300. All right, that's important. Excuse me. And the next 50 will be a little more. I think $350. And I'm printing all of them one time. I'm preparing all of them one time because we can only hold 500 people at that gala. The 400 already gone. 400 already gone, the early bird. And now we are at the 450 tickets, meaning at 50 for $300. 50 tickets, only 50 for $300. And then I would have this last 50 for $350. So I want to encourage you, if you have not yet bought your tickets, buy it up, right? Because you're going to save. Remember, during the daytime, you're going to come at my place once you have a ticket, free oil down, 10 pots of oil down, and then we have drinks on sale. And then during the nighttime from 7, we're going to shake a leg. We have a wonderful time at Radisson Crown Ballroom. Remember, the drinks is free, the food is free at Radisson. That event, the money will cover all of that. All right? So no big set of profit out of it unless people start sponsoring stuff. Unless you start sponsoring, because we have an artist coming from Boston. That's Donnell Best. Already got a place for him to stay, right? Airbnb for him to stay. And I have to get a ticket, right? I have to pay for a ticket to get him here. And that ticket would be about $700 to $800 US to get him here to perform. He is one of the best violinists, a Grenadian. He studied at Berklee School of Music or Berklee College of Music, one of the best in the world. He is good. He is that good, right? He is good. And I want to bring him to that event. We're already confirmed on everything like that. All right. So if you want to sponsor that, getting him here, it's about $700 to $800 US. That's the ticket, the cost of the ticket. And he pretty much doing it at a very, very reduced cost, $500 US. You could imagine that. Just $500 US. All right. So we're going to pick him up from the airport and so on. So if you want to sponsor that, you can. I would love for you to, somebody out there to sponsor that. Say, well, Kem Jones, I'll pay for his airfare or the ticket. Or I would pay the $500 US to cover his cost. Then we have Lyndon Langdon. Of course, his cost will be about within the range of $2,000, $2,500, right, to perform. He's the best saxophonist on island. He will be there performing. And there might be people out there who want to sponsor that. I would love for you to just sponsor that. All right. Then you have Solid the Band, which would be much more. It might be about $4,000, $5,000, $3,500, $4,000. Might be about that, right? So they normally go reasonable with me. If you want to sponsor that, you can. If you sponsor that, will help me significantly. So you're going to realize more profits. You understand the point? And then you have the pan player, the young man, that too. Then you have the DJs, 1, 2 DJs. That will cost me some money, right? Because there's a DJ who would come with all the set and the equipment and all this kind of stuff. That will be more than the other DJ. And then we have some spoken word poetry. There are poets. They'll be doing their thing. They have a cost too. Decoration, a couple other things. So there's cost. And then the cost of the food, the finger foods, and the cost of the drinks. Because remember, I cannot bring food in there. I have to buy it from the hotel. I cannot bring drinks in there. I have to buy it from the hotel. And that would cost me about $25,000 for food and drinks. It might be a little more, maybe within the region of $26,000, $27,000, right? And then you factor in the entertainment aspect, that would be about $15,000 to $16,000. That's easy. So you're looking almost 40 something already, right? Almost there. And then you have the place costing almost $10,000, very, very close to $10,000. So the investment is huge. $45,000, $46,000, $47,000 investment for this particular event. So it's not going to be any huge profit coming out of it. But we want it to be elegant. We want it to be special because it's 50 years, right? But at the end of this event, I want to say to you that I have in total in the account towards the radio station $100,000. So that's my aim. At the end of this event, I want to come back to you and say we have $100,000 in the account for the purpose of the radio station. And then the last event, which would be on coming closer to Carnival, that will be the last event, marking the 10 years. I should have the license for the radio station and the frequency and everything, the name of the radio station. I should have all of that. And it would only be a matter of getting the equipment and setting up. The business plan, everything would be in place by then, right? At that last event, where it is my hope that we will be able to generate $70,000 to $80,000. If we get more, it will be bravo. Because remember, to start off this radio station, you need a recurrent expenditure of 6 months. So the cost of a person who is managing, a person who is doing the accountant, the receptionist, secretary, 3 DJs, 2 talk show persons there, the technical person, you need salaries for that. Then you need 6 months of salary, rent, utilities, and so on. What that costs 6 months. You need that to be there, right? Because you're starting off. It's going to take some time for it to get, to where you want to be, right? And then you have the equipment, and that's where the money comes in, all right? A console alone is about 6,000-7,000 US, right? A broadcast console. Don't even talk about a transmitter. A transmitter, 1,000 watts transmitter. Just one is about 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 US. And you need 2. You need a backup. 2. Don't even talk about the processor, right? The barracks, the 2-bay antenna, the cables, the 2 Mac computers that you need in there. That would be about 3,000 US. So it's a huge cost. When you calculate it, it's a lot of money. A lot of expense. So it's my hope, because we need our own radio station doing our own thing, promoting, and it will not be only me on the radio. There's a radio station functioning 24 hours. So I will do the morning program, I will do the evening program, but there will be people coming in after me to do other programs and so on, pushing the government, pushing the party, making sure that everything is okay. So I have a plan. Yeah? This thing is not no guess thing, no washy thing. All right? So that is where we're going, and it will be technologically advanced, where you're going to have online streaming, actual videography, streaming of the radio station every time everybody's on, and then you'll have the audio aspect of it, right? So you'll be on TuneIn Radio, will be on social media, left, right, and center. So all that will be done, but it will be a modern radio station with all that is required, technology, producing, doing all that kind of stuff there. That is the hope. That is the ambition. All right? Because we are preparing for the next round, the election and the election. I'm looking down the road. So we have a lot to achieve together. So it's my hope that at the end of it all, we're going to have the resources required to start off with a bang. And I believe, I'm optimistic. All right? I dream big and I get things done. And so that's 2 very important things, the radio station and registering the people in the diaspora, putting them in that software, in that database, and registering them to make sure that they can participate in the election come that time. All right? So a lot, we are working on this 2 projects. So far, so good. So far, so good. We have to go at it. So if you sponsor, if you're out there and you can sponsor something, you can give a $5,000, you can give a $10,000, you can give $2,000, you can give $1,000, you can give $3,000, you can give it towards that. It will go as helping in the expense. So then we're going to realize more profit. All right? Even if you can give $500 in any way possible, do it. Do it for this cause, because it's so important. At the end of this event on February the 9th, I want to come back to you to say to you, we have $100,000, right? Profit in everything, not just this event alone, but the first event together with this event. Because remember, we have to take the money from the first event to invest in this event. You have to take a portion of money from that to invest in this event. So you have to understand what's taking place here. That's how business is done. All right? There's cost. You have to invest money to make money. So out of that, we're investing in this event. And at the end of this event, we would have completed 2 events, because remember I told you we're doing 3 major events. Forget about the 10 events there. The small things, you really get anywhere with that. At the end of it, at the end of the first 2 events, I should come back to you and say to you, we have $100,000 in the bank, and I should be able to show you evidence, proof of that, because you know how I operate. Proof that we have $100,000 in the bank. All right? That's important on the Vision Information Services. So we have a bank account in the Grenada Cooperative Bank. The cooperative bank, the number of the account is 1130000. So 3 zeros there. 516 113000516. That's the account number. But the name of the account is Vision Information Services in Coop Bank. Vision Information Services. So you can, go in there and give towards this undertaking. Right? You can make your donation. And I'm having the account number scroll under the program now, 113000516. You're seeing it there. All you need to do is just go into Coop Bank, and the name of the account is Vision Information Services. Same thing like YouTube, the name of the channel, Vision Information Services. Remember, that is what we had on Facebook before we got, we had to change. Vision Information Services. That's the name of the account. And you can go into Coop Bank. The account number is 113000516. And you can put any amount of money in there towards, this undertaking. I just hope that, we can, at the end of the day, get to that point. I'm very hopeful. We're working towards it. All right. So again, just saying, Olibuds done, finished. The people who called me, who messaged me, who said to me, keep that for them. I'm a man of my word. I kept it for you. It's in envelopes. I would give it to you once you pay. You have between now and November the 30th to finish paying for the early birds. All right? You have to finish pay for it by November the 30th. It's my hope that I would be in New York either before the 30th or the first week of December. So let's, hope that everything works out, and I'll be up there. I'll bring up some tickets for the people who outside there who want their tickets. You can send on your money even before, and that kind of relationship, that is what I want to see. All right? And then, remember, it's a full day of events coming at my place. I'm 11, oil down at my place, and then solid bar, you drink, you enjoy yourself here, and then during the nighttime, we go shake a leg, we have a wonderful time, and I want this thing to be really good. That is why I'm bringing Donnell Best from Boston, Massachusetts. He's a Grenadian. He went to the best school for music. He's talented. He's a wonderful, wonderful young man. I'm bringing him. And then we have the other folks. Solid the band. They're always on top of things. They perform well. Langdon, and we can go on and on. They're good. They're that good. So again, I want to say to you, all I have now is 50 tickets at $300. And it's not 50, it's 40, because I've already put away 10, 6 for one person, 1 for one person, and 3 for one person. All right? And then we have 40 in that batch. Then I have 50 for $350. I would have all those tickets today. By noon today, I would have all those tickets by noon today. All right? Nice. So I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back with you tonight, starting from 8 in the p.m.